And we are back at Donnell Stadium here in Findlay as we bring you Friday night high school football here on UFTV and our YouTube channel. Jason Aldrich patiently awaiting the start of this for the second straight week, the second time in the last 3 weeks, second straight home game for the Findlay Trojans. The start affected by Mother Nature. Some lightning, literally seconds before we were set to kick this off some 40 minutes ago, so this will be about a 40 or so minute delay. Rain still coming down ever so lightly. We have had some torrential downpours and still a lot of folks filing back into their seats here at Donnell for the start of this one here. Homecoming, a bit damp due to the rain. Congratulations to the Findlay High School homecoming king and queen for 2019, King Harrison Hall and Queen Madison Berry. Of course, it is Fremont Ross and the Findlay Trojans here at Donnell tonight. Good to have you along. Thanks for waiting patiently with us and hopping back on our stream to watch tonight's broadcast. Again, both teams 0-1 in track play, 1-3 overall. And again, after a 40 or 41 minute weather delay, the Ross Little Giants kick it away and squib it. And it's going to be picked up right there at the 30-yard line by Sam Wyrock. And he will fall right on it. And that's where the Trojans will take over as we are finally underway here on another weather-delayed football Friday night. Again, this field here at Donnell equipped to take a lot of wetness, take a lot of rain, and we get our first look at the Findlay Trojan offense here tonight with Max Roth at the helm. He'll go with two wideouts to the right and one to the left. Ross showing a stunt blitz formation, and Ross able to get to the outside, get to the 40-yard line, and get across it for a nice gain by the Findlay quarterback. Again, the Trojans going with the home blue for the first time in this home season this year. The first two home games of the season, they have worn the yellow tops. Of course, the yellow and white lettering and trim, the white hats. Ross, meanwhile, we'll talk about their uniforms here in just a moment after this 1st down and 10 play. It's going to be a draw, and it's going to be right up the middle for a couple of yards, and that is it. The Ross Little Giants, the traditional purple and white, but for some reason, they go with, at least this time around, white uniforms, white pants, white hats, the purple trim, and white numbers on top of the white jerseys with just a little bit of thin purple trim around those numbers. Folks, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to miss a lot of those tonight because those are extremely difficult to read out on the field. Here's Roth on 2nd down and 7, in some trouble here. Running for his life, gets by, gets to the Ross sideline, and gets out of bounds and gets right back to the line of scrimmage where it'll bring up 3rd. Actually, he's going to lose a couple and make it 3rd and 9.5, maybe 10, upcoming here for the Trojans. Understand a lot of other games in the Northwest and West Central Ohio area affected by lightning and delays as well here tonight, but again, not the lengthy 2-hour, 45-minute delay we had a few weeks ago. 3rd down and 10 for the Trojans here. Roth looking downfield off his back foot. Man out there. Makes the grab at the 30-yard line. Caught by Garrett Krupp. So Roth off his back foot makes a long throw, and Krupp gets behind the Little Giant defense for a big 1st down grab. Setting up the Trojans in Ross territory here, right smack dab at the 30. Again, rain falling ever so lightly. We have had several downpours already here tonight. One right before kickoff, and again, that delay of 40 minutes before we got underway here tonight. Here's a draw, and across the 28 down to near the 27 or 26-yard line for the Trojans. Aiden Eubanks in the backfield wearing number 21. Play coming in from the sideline from Krupp, who just had that big 3rd down catch a moment ago for Coach Ritzler and the Trojans here. Coming up on 10:30 to play, just underway here at Donnell Stadium on this football Friday night. 2nd down and 7. Roth going to throw lateral and going to get up near the 25, and not much going after that for the Trojans there on a looked like a lateral play, and it looked like it was Krupp again on the pitch and catch. It was, and it'll bring up 3rd down. He gets a couple, so call it 3rd and 5. From the Fremont Ross 25-yard line. First possession of the night. Fans still holding those golf and regular umbrellas out in the crowd here, fighting off the wetness. Roth going to call his own number here, try to get the first, and it looks like he will, up to the 20 and the 19-yard line. So a nice job of finding his way, Max Roth, for the Trojans, and keeps this drive alive now deep in Ross territory, trying to strike first here tonight. Roth all by his lonesome with 5 wideouts to work with here. 3 to the right side, 2 to the left side. Looks like some movement up front, but no contact made, and now the Trojans reset here with 7 on the play clock. Down to 3, down to 2, man in motion. Roth gets it, another kind of lateral play here, and I believe it's dropped. It'll go incomplete, intended for number 3, Parker Fetterman. So the incompletion will stop the clock at 9:38 to go, opening quarter, and another 2nd down and long facing Findlay here. And we got a whistle and a stoppage here. Officials, I think, just want to reset things here. Roth goes under center this time around, surveys the Ross defense, takes off, saw a gap there, kind of a quarterback sneak play, and gets across the 15 up near the 14-yard line. So a big chunk there on 2nd down, going to bring up 3rd and about 4. Upcoming now for Findlay High. And you're watching Findlay High School football here on UFTV, our YouTube stream. Good to have you along. 3rd down and 5, hand off right tackle across the 10, and we got late flags coming in here, possibly a face mask here. Let's see what the call is, or some sort of personal foul. Already see that signaled by the official. Let's see if we can pick up the call. It is a face mask on the Ross defense, so that's going to aid the Trojans even more. Bring up a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line here. Coming up on the 9-minute mark left, opening period. Roth again will take it on his own and get stood up right about the line of scrimmage, maybe lost a half a yard. Again, Roth appears to see something against that Fremont defense, and now Roth looks like coming over to the sideline. Is he going to come out of the game, or is he just going to get the play here? And it looks like Roth, he may have lost his helmet on that play, requiring him to sit out a full play here. So it looks like possibly Garrett Krupp is going to take over, and now the official stopping play and now starting it up once again here. So it will be Krupp, at least on this play, at quarterback for the Trojans. 2nd down and goal from just inside the 5-yard line here. He's going to give and making his way, and it is Krupp actually keeping it. Garrett Krupp on the quarterback keeper comes in to play quarterback for the one play and scores for the Trojans to put them up 6-0. So a 5-yard touchdown run for Garrett Krupp. On for the point after try for Findlay. is Justin Wilcox, and it is good. 7-0 Trojans, 8:32 to go here in the first period over Fremont Ross on UF TV.
Taylor Auto Group. See the difference Taylor Auto Group has to offer with guaranteed credit approvals, 2,500 vehicles in inventory, and 0 down payment options. Taylor Auto Group, supporting FHS Athletics. National Lime & Stone. Founded in 1903, the National Lime & Stone Company is today one of the major producers of crushed stone in the United States. For your construction needs, stop and see National Lime & Stone.
Back at Donnell Stadium, University of Findlay Athletics produced by UFTV for your viewing pleasure. Find us at fmn.findlay.edu or on our YouTube channel where you're watching right now. Just look up UFTV Productions. So Garrett Krupp comes in relief of Max Roth and takes it in from 5 yards out. Trojans make the point after and go up 7-0. Kick going to be scooped at the 11-yard line, and now looking for space at around the 15, and now buried under is the Ross player trying to return that, and a little bit of pushing and shoving after the play, and the official says that's enough. And I think he's going to call it on both teams here, and most likely will offset. So let's see what the official call is here on the little rough stuff after the return and after the play was over. So exactly as I thought, they're going to call it on both teams and offset, so we just take over right where the play ended up. Again, 7-0 Findlay on top. Trojans take advantage and score on the first drive of the game, and again in a game marred by a weather delay. I know number 6, Andrew Bourne, is going to be one to watch for the Little Giants. Handoff out of the backfield, I believe, is number 15, Xavier Urbina. Off the left side and gets up near the 19-yard line. So a gain of 4 for Urbina there out of the Ross backfield. And looks like the rain coming down maybe just a touch harder now as I see more umbrellas pop up out below us here. Going to be an option near side, and the Trojans are all over it. First one there to meet him and greet him, Aiden Eubanks. Playing both ways for the Trojans. And again, as I said earlier, extremely difficult to read the numbers on the Ross Little Giants uniforms, going with the white on white with just that thin purple outline of the numbers. Here's a third down pass play, and it's going to be incomplete, intended in the flat for, it looks to me, by number 28, Anthony Tonkin. It was off his fingertips, and it looks like the Little Giants will be forced to punt it away. Now back deep for Findlay, number 1, Isaiah Moore. On to field this punt, and boy, the Trojans were all over it, but we got a whistle. And a penalty going to be called here. They're going to get the defense for coming offside. And that'll just move it up 5 more yards for the Little Giants to attempt this punt to get it away. So instead of 4th and 10, now 4th and 5. Bit of a wobbly snap, but it's a low kick. And it's going to be up for grabs, and the Trojans got to be aware to get away from it. And it's going to be downed at about the 42-yard line. So that's where the Trojans will take over there. Near disaster for the Little Giants there. Punted by number 8, Dion Bradley. And I don't think anybody got a hand on it. He just kind of hurried it away after getting a wobbly snap. So here's the Trojan offense on the field once again with a touchdown lead here. 6:51 to go in our first period of play. Roth back out there. And we'll call his own number right side, looking for blocks. Gets across the 45. Got a flag coming down near the end of that play as Roth is brought down at around the 47-yard line. Let's see what the penalty is here. It is holding on the Trojan offense. So with 6:45 to go here in the opening period, again delayed some 40 minutes due to lightning in the area and heavy downpours as well. And again, looks like the rain trying to let up. It'll be 1st and 15 Trojans now from back at around the 38-yard line. Roth will go shotgun formation this time and hand. And not much doing there. Good pursuit. And the up front guys for the Little Giant defense were big Giants there as Eubanks had nowhere to go. Trojans quickly back up to the line of scrimmage on this 2nd and long. 2nd down, 14 from the 34. And now Ross well into the and across the neutral zone. This, unless somebody drew him offside, will be offside on the defense. And the officials already marking it off against Fremont Ross. So give the Trojans 5 yards there. And it'll be 2nd and 8 instead of 2nd and 13 or 14. Ball now spotted at the 44-yard line. Roth gets it, some pressure, runs to the right, and is going to be forced out of bounds, so nothing doing downfield. And Roth actually going to lose a couple of yards there and mark it back to the 41-yard line. And it'll bring up 3rd and about 11. Two wideouts near side. Roth going to roll this way, and a lot of trouble coming, and he is going to be buried way back at around the 25 or 24-yard line. Boy, Ross brought everybody there, and nowhere to go for Max Roth, and the Trojans will have to kick it away here on 4th and forever. Pat Dillon on. He's been an excellent punter all season long here for Findlay. He'll stand at around the 10-yard line here. Ross going to have a couple of guys back deep as it looks like the rain is again coming down just a touch harder here. It'll be tough to field this punt. Dillon gets another excellent kick and going to be fair caught running backward at about the 36-yard line by number 8, Dion Bradley. So that's where the Little Giants will get their 2nd possession of the night. Again, Findlay on top 7-0 as we prepare to see the Ross offense and head coach Chad Long and his crew come back out onto the field here. Homecoming 2019 for the Findlay High Trojans. The big parade before the game and the big delay, not a huge delay, but a 40-minute delay as we were set to kick this one off right at 7 o'clock tonight. But getting underway at 7:40. Here's a hand on a wide receiver sweep, if you will. Looked like Carson Brandon, number 9, got the carry, got across the 40, up ahead of the 42-yard line. So a nice gain for the Little Giants there. Got about 7, bringing up 2nd down and 3. And Ross wasting no time to get right to the line of scrimmage here. 4 wideouts, 1 going to come near side and get that handoff once again. And trying to get some yards, but not getting much. That time, number 3, the ball carrier, that's Spencer Price. Price, a junior, gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 3 upcoming here for the gang from Fremont at the 42-yard line. Need to get to the 45 to keep it going here. Under 4 minutes to go, opening period. Well, they just get it off with the play clock and going to scramble, and I don't think he got the first down there. Caden Holmes, the freshman quarterback wearing number 11, he's going to be shy by about a full yard here. So maybe decision time here for Coach Long early on in this contest. Well, it appears they are going to go into punt formation here on 4th and short. Well, out near midfield, Trojans got to be aware of some trickery here. Snap back. Kick away, another low line drive. Going to hit it about the 25. Going to be let go, and it's going to take a Ross roll. And going to be down at about the 12-yard line. So Findlay will take over there after holding Ross for the 2nd straight possession. 2:57 to go in this opening period here. Trojans have a 7-0 lead over the visitors from Fremont. Again, FMN is possible because of you. Watch UFTV on our YouTube channel. Just look up UFTV Productions. We give you all the Findlay High Trojan football games. The home games here at Donnell Stadium. This is the 3rd of 5 here tonight. Roth will hand off, and a big gain up the middle, cutting into that Ross defensive line for Aiden Eubanks, turning on the speed. And gets across the 20, out to about the 21-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 1, so a quick hitter and a gain of 9. Now Roth in trouble, gets grabbed basically as soon as he got the snap, and he's going to be brought down for a loss. Back at around the 18-yard line. So bring up a 3rd down and 4 here for Findlay. As we come up on 2 minutes to go here in our opening period, Trojans have a 7-0 lead. Roth sets the offense, now 5 on the play clock, gets the snap. Screen pass, looked like it was hit near the line of scrimmage. And that's going to go incomplete, and a 3 and out for the Trojans. They'll bring on the punt crew here. As again, Ross will have 2 men back to field this punt and have an opportunity to do so. Again, looks like the rain has lightened up yet again. And a bit of wind earlier, and now a little bit of a breeze here tonight. Here is Dillon to punt it away. And gets away a high twisting kick, going to hit at midfield and going to roll out of bounds near the 46-yard line. So pretty decent field position for the Little Giants to take over here late first quarter. But again, the Trojans have a 7-0 lead here on UFTV.
The place to go for your eye care needs, Spectrum Eye Care. Located at 15840 Medical Drive South, Suite A in Findlay, Ohio. Spectrum Eye Care focuses on outstanding eye care through innovation and compassion. Stop and see the tremendous staff at Spectrum Eye Care. Go Trojans! Valfilm is growing rapidly and offers great benefits and career opportunities here in Trojan country. Located at 3441 North Main Street, Valfilm specializes in developing, manufacturing, and marketing flexible packaging. See our friends at Valfilm for your packaging needs.
Back to live action as we have a screen pass out to the left side, and the person who caught that pass for the Ross Little Giants is slow to get up. And it looks like we're going to have an injury timeout, so that gives us an opportunity to take yet another timeout as you're watching Findlay High School football on UF TV.
As longtime supporters of Trojan Athletics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken would like to wish a safe and successful year to all Findlay athletics. Stop and see your friends at Lee's Chicken. Go Trojans! Ohio Logistics. With over 5 million square foot of state-of-the-art warehouse space and 400 associates serving 7 states, Ohio Logistics provides all of the assets and operational support necessary to meet your most sophisticated logistics requirements. Ohio Logistics is the smart move. Go Trojans!
Injured Ross player able to get off under his own power, and boy, a dangerous lateral play there by the quarterback, falling down. Holmes able to get it to the man trailing behind him, number 9, Carson Brandon, and gets a positive gain out of it up near midfield. So a 3rd down and 6 upcoming here for the Ross Little Giants. Final minute of our first quarter of play here at Donnell Stadium tonight. The Trojans on top 7-0. Holmes sets them up. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right, over the middle, going to go incomplete near the sticks and in Trojan territory at the 45-yard line. So incomplete on 3rd down, stops the clock, 41 seconds to play. And it'll be the 3rd punt of the night already for the Ross Little Giants. And again, Moore drops back all by his lonesome to field this punt. Bit of a high snap. Trojans are on it. Punter runs away from the pressure and is able to get the punt away. And let's see where they spot it out of bounds. Looks like up and around the 35-yard line. The official keeps moving at around the 40-yard line. So decent field position for the Trojans here late first quarter off that hurried punt. Boy, it looked like the Trojan special teamers were in there to block that one, and good awareness by the Ross punter to pull it in and take a right turn and then get the foot onto it, but didn't kick it very far. So Findlay takes over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Going to be hand to the running back. That's Moses Gaines getting into the ball game for the first time tonight. And that very well could be our final play of the quarter unless the Trojans do hustle up and get another one off here. We've got 20 seconds and counting to go. 2nd down and 7. Play clock is off. And it looks like the Trojans are just going to sit on it here and take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So that's the end of one here in a game delayed some 40 minutes tonight due to lightning and severe weather. It's Findlay 7, Fremont nothing on UF TV.
National Lime & Stone, founded in 1903. The National Lime & Stone Company is today one of the major producers of crushed stone in the United States. For your construction needs, stop and see National Lime & Stone. The LaRich family of dealerships is a proud sponsor of Findlay High School athletics. You'll find a great deal on all new and used vehicles at the LaRich family of dealerships. See the experts at LaRich Chevrolet Cadillac in downtown Findlay and Toyota Subaru on the corner next to Best Buy. Best of luck to both teams. National Lime &
Back at Donnell Stadium, Jason Aldridge with you as we start period number 2 here for the Trojans and the Fremont Ross Little Giants. We start the period with a 2nd down and 7 for Findlay at their own 43-yard line. Roth fakes the pass, now going to get buried under back at around the 40-yard line as the Little Giants were all over that play. Looked like he initially wanted to throw it out in the flat, almost another lateral play to Isaiah Moore, but tucked it under and tried to get away from the oncoming Ross defenders, not able to do so, and loses a couple, bringing up a 3rd down and 10. So just underway, 2nd period here, a 3rd and long for the Trojans. Roth looking, and Moore the intended receiver. And boy, we got a hard hit. One of the officials gets nailed in the middle of the play there at about the 45-yard line, and looks like he hops right back up quickly and is going to be okay. But boy, he took a shot. And it looks like some of the Findlay trainers out to make sure our official is okay. And able to hop right back onto his feet. But boy, he got right in the middle of the mix and went down, but a nice effort to get right back up. The Trojans go incomplete on 3rd and 10 to bring up 4th and 10, and Dillon out to punt for the 3rd time tonight for Findlay. Ball at the 40-yard line. He'll stand back at about the 27 to field the snap and get it away here to 2 Ross receivers here. What a kick. All the way back at around the 10, and a fair catch is going to be made right there. So another excellent punt off the foot of number 15, Pat Dillon. And Ross will take over deep in their own territory here at the 10-yard line. As we look at some of the numbers from the first quarter of play, rushing yards, Ross had 6 attempts for 15 yards. Findlay had 15 attempts for 46 yards. Passing, Ross 2 of 3 in the quarter. And total offensive yards, Ross just able to muster 13. The Trojans had 59. Here's the 1st and 10 call, and not much doing there for the Ross ball carrier as Findlay pursued that very well. Saw it right off the snap. And I think they're going to give them the line of scrimmage, maybe lose a yard. And it'll bring up officially 2nd down and 11. So mark it inside the 10 now. For the Ross offense. And pass over the middle. Looks like it is caught just past the 10 at around the 12-yard line. And it looked like it was Carson Brandon, number 9, who made the catch. Gain of just a couple. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8 now for Fremont Ross. As Holmes goes shotgun now. Shadow of his own goalpost. Looking long. Pressure coming. And he's not going to get away. He's going to be brought down back around the original line of scrimmage, the 10-yard line. So another quick 3 and out for the Findlay Trojan D. And a punt from inside their own end zone coming here for Ross. Findlay on top 7-0. And we got movement up front. And they whistle it dead. Maybe going to get some jumping or into the neutral zone by the defense here. And that'll help out Ross to move them up 5 yards. That's exactly what the call is. So now the punt from right outside the end zone. And again, watch these snaps. They've been a little bit shaky all night. That one a good one, right back to the punter. Another low line drive. Trojans got to be aware of where that ball is. Another good roll across midfield, but the Trojans are going to take it with decent field position now at the 47-yard line. And notice there, the last time the Trojans were on defense a couple of plays ago, that Max Roth was being attended to on the sideline and was limping a little bit. It looks like they are going to bring in number 14, Garrett Krupp, who of course scored the lone touchdown of this game when he had to come in for Roth, who had lost his helmet on the previous play. Krupp came in and ran it in from 5 yards out for the Trojan score, and it looks like he will come in now and play quarterback here for Findlay. So Garrett Krupp, the 6'1 junior, wearing number 14, now in to command the offense for Coach Ritzler and the Trojans. Take over in decent field position off that line drive kick at the 47-yard line. Krupp will keep, go across midfield, and again, he's got the ability to do that. Hides the ball nicely on the ball fake and gets into Ross territory, brought down at the 49-yard line. Gain of 4, second down and 6 from, again, just cross the midfield stripe. Now the Trojans reset, look to the sideline for the signal in. 10 on the play clock, plenty of time. Krupp surveys the defense here. And looks near side, ball tipped at the line of scrimmage and going to go incomplete. The Little Giants getting their paws up. Looked like number 22 out there, Anthony Van, was able to get a hand on it and knock it away. So it'll stop the clock on the incompletion, bring up third down and 6 now for Findlay with 8:32 to go here in the first half of play. Trojans on top, 7-0 here on a wet night, but it looks like the rain is all but stopped now here at Donnell Stadium. Krupp with a bit of a blitz coming over the middle, has a man, 40, 35, and brought down at the 34-yard line. Parker Fetterman coming across the grain, makes the grab and gets it into Ross territory and resets the chains for the Trojans. A nice play to beat that initial rush coming in by Fremont Ross. Ball will be spotted at the 34-yard line. Trojans looking to get a 2-score lead here midway through this second quarter of play. Pass near side, that's Ireland. Down the sideline, beats one man to the 10, to the 5, and cuts it in. Touchdown Trojans from 34 yards out. So a 13-0 advantage for the Trojans, trying to make it 14-0 here. And again, the great athleticism by Ben Ireland to grab that pass only about a yard off the line of scrimmage. And the point after up and good. So it's Findlay 14, Fremont Ross nothing. 7:56 to go in the half on UF TV.
Valfilm is growing rapidly and offers great benefits and career opportunities here in Trojan Country. Located at 3441 North Main Street, Valfilm specializes in developing, manufacturing, and marketing flexible packaging. See our friends at Valfilm for your packaging needs. Taylor Auto Group. See the difference Taylor Auto Group has to offer with guaranteed credit approvals, 2,500 vehicles in inventory, and 0 down payment options. Taylor Auto Group, supporting FHS Athletics.
Jason Aldrich with you on the call here for our UF TV crew tonight as we bring you Findlay Trojan football, 5 Trojan home games We're in game 3 of those 5 home games for this season, and the Trojans now with a 2-touchdown lead here in this track game against rival Fremont. Ball going to be scooped up at the 19-yard line. A couple of nice spin moves here across the 30, and now we got a flag as the runner gets up near the 45-yard line on the near sideline. And it is going to be a hold on the return team, so bring it on back. 7:48 to go till halftime on Homecoming 2019 here at Donnell Stadium in Findlay. And the Findlay Trojans now up 2 scores on the Ross Little Giants, 14-0, as we'll march off this penalty here. And instead of having the ball up near the 45-yard line, Ross going to start at about the 22-yard line. So a difference of 23, 25 yards on the penalty. Ross will go with the spread formation here. Holmes in the shotgun. He'll fake, roll right, toss it out there, has a man, and it is caught at around the 40-yard line. So a nice pitch and catch play there for the Little Giants. And that'll move the chains for a first down. Looked like it was number 8, Dion Bradley, on the reception there from Holmes, the freshman at quarterback for Coach Long and the Ross Little Giants. Gets the snap here, a bit of a high one, going to hand off. And across the 45, that was number 15, Xavier Urbina, a senior, and gets it up ahead to the 47-yard line. So this is the most positive the Ross offense has looked so far here tonight, as they get a couple of big plays here. 2nd down and 3 up near midfield. Holmes will hand off, coming near side. Flag coming in on the play, most likely a hold, and that is the call by the official. Holding on Ross, so wipe that play out due to a penalty. Ball may march back all the way to the 37-yard line with 7:06 to play here in our first half. Again, go to fmn.findlay.edu to find out more information about the Findlay Media Network. So 2nd down and 13 upcoming here for the Ross Little Giants. Here's Holmes, he'll hand off. And Price out of the backfield goes across the 35 up near the 38-yard line. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 11. Ball officially marked at the 39, just shy of the 40-yard line. Holmes surveys the Findlay defense, going to drop back to throw here. Going long, up for grabs. It will be caught by no one. A couple of yards away from the intended receiver, a couple of yards away from the defender as well. So Ross unable to convert, and they'll be forced to kick it away once again. Isaiah Moore will trot back out, hovering at around the 30, 35-yard line to receive this punt. They've been low-line drives all night so far from the Fremont punter. Rush coming. This time he gets away a decent one, high in the air. Boy, Moore probably should have ran up and caught that football, but instead lets it go, and it's going to be downed at about the 25-yard line. So a 2-touchdown lead here for the Trojans. They get the football back after holding Ross, after Ross was able to get a couple of big plays on offense. And let's see if it'll remain Garrett Krupp in at quarterback for the Trojans. It will be, with 5:56 to go till our halftime break on homecoming for Findlay High School in 2019. And again, looks like the rain has moved out of here. Krupp calling for it. Going to throw long. Man out there. Moore makes the grab across the 40 and falls forward to about the 35-yard line. So a big hitter from Krupp to Isaiah Moore. Nice looking play, nice executed play by the Trojan offense. As they saw the one-on-one coverage and Moore able to get a step or two on the Fremont defender. Now in Ross territory at the 35-yard line. Handoff to Gaines. And he'll get up near the 31, gain of 4 for Moses. As we now hit 5 minutes to go here in the first half. 2nd down and 6. The Trojan offense here. Krupp awaits the snap. He'll take it himself. Blitz coming, and he is going to get ripped down all the way back at the 35-yard line. Ball came loose, but Krupp was down on the turf. Great hustle, good penetration there by the Ross defense that time as they sniffed it out. And now forcing the Trojans into a 3rd down and 9. Krupp with 5 on the play clock, gets the snap. Late rush coming. Man out there, a little bit too long. Intended for number 9, Ben Ireland. Had a step on the defenders. And a 4th down situation here. Let's see what the Trojans decide to do here. Looks like special teams are coming on. And it looks like they are going to have Dillon punt it away here. And let's see if he can get it inside the 10 and really pin the Little Giants back deep. As he'll hover it around the 45-yard line to await this snap. High right down the middle. And going to hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So we're at 4:01 to go till halftime. And it's the Trojans on top of the Fremont Ross Little Giants 14-0 on UF TV.
Ohio Logistics. With over 5 million square foot of state-of-the-art warehouse space and 400 associates serving 7 states, Ohio Logistics provides all of the assets and operational support necessary to meet your most sophisticated logistics requirements. Ohio Logistics is the smart move. Go Trojans! The place to go for your eye care needs, Spectrum Eye Care. Located at 15840 Medical Drive South, Suite A in Findlay, Ohio. Spectrum Eye Care focuses on outstanding eye care through innovation and compassion. Stop and see the tremendous staff at Spectrum Eye Care. Go Trojans!
As we're back to live action for Ross, 1st down and 10 play goes backwards for the freshman quarterback, number 11, Caden Holmes, as the Findlay defense got in on him in an absolute hurry, forced a 5-yard loss to bring up 2nd down and 15. Ball spotted at the 15-yard line. 3.5 minutes to play till our halftime break, and again, Findlay up 2 touchdowns here in this track matchup tonight. Holmes out to the right, man wide open in the flat, now middle of the field, across the 30, big gainer across the 35, and out to about the 37-yard line. And the Trojan that made the stop, a little slow to get up, helmet comes off. And it looks like that's 21, Aiden Eubanks, who's been all over the field tonight, both on offense and defense, and he'll hustle off the field here. Had to come out anyway due to losing his hat. So 3:19 to go till halftime, and a big hitter over the middle. That time for the Ross Little Giants moves the chains for them. And if you're Ross, you'd like to muster something up here before the first half comes to a close. Of course, if you're the Trojans, you want to make sure that doesn't happen. 1st and 10 now from the 37. Ross going to hand it off across the 40 and up to about the 42 or 43-yard line. Gain of about 6, bringing up 2nd down and 4. Trojans make some substitutions defensively here. Under 3 minutes to go till halftime. Holmes now all by his lonesome in the Fremont backfield with 3 receivers near side. Now a man comes in motion out of the slot. Holmes in trouble here. We got another flag, probably another holding call coming on the Ross offense here. And it is a hold on Fremont. 2 minutes 34 seconds to play till halftime. And again, Findlay on top 14-0 over the Ross Little Giants. Another penalty on Ross, and that's really hurt them all night long so far in this one. Again, before the game, the homecoming parade, the homecoming activities will tell you who the king and queen are in just a bit. Here's a throw over the middle and intercepted by the Trojans. Cross Dela Cruz. He was really the only guy in the area for the football. And gives the ball back to the Trojans. And Findlay will take over in Ross territory at the 45-yard line. There's the replay. As you see, Dela Cruz right there, the only guy in the vicinity, and made the sliding catch on the wet turf here tonight as we're back to live action. Krupp out in the flat, had more out there, but overshot him, and it goes incomplete. 2:19 to go. As Krupp, again playing for the injured Max Roth, comes to the sideline for the play here. 2nd down and 10 after misfiring on the first down play. From the 45-yard line of Fremont. Down the middle, man out there, Ireland. Boy, would have been a heck of an over-the-shoulder catch at around the 20-yard line, but not able to make that one. So 2 straight incompletions for Findlay after getting the ball back off the interception by the defense, and all of a sudden it's 3rd down and 10. Again, both these teams looking for their first track win of the season. Both are 0-1 as track play started last week for everyone in the conference. And now we're going to have a timeout called by the Trojans and Coach Ritzler. 2:13 to go, first half. Findlay with a 2-touchdown lead here on UF TV.
The LaRich family of dealerships is a proud sponsor of Findlay High School athletics. You'll find a great deal on all new and used vehicles at the LaRich family of dealerships. See the experts at LaRich Chevrolet Cadillac in downtown Findlay and Toyota Subaru on the corner next to Best Buy. Best of luck to both teams. As longtime supporters of Trojan Athletics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken would like to wish a safe and successful year to all Findlay athletics. Stop and see your friends at Lee's Chicken. Go Trojans!
Back off the timeout here at Donnell Stadium. Jason Aldrich on the call tonight. Findlay Trojan football here on UFTV. And again, the Trojans calling timeout after 2 straight incompletions. 3rd down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Krupp all by his lonesome here. Ross coming in. Krupp has a man out there, had a couple to choose from, but again, it falls incomplete. So 3 straight incompletions for the Trojans on offense, and they'll be forced to give it right back away to the Little Giants. 2:09 to go till halftime. And Pat Dillon out to do the honors here. And toward the corner and a bit off the side of his foot. And not the best kick that Pat wanted, but it'll be spotted out of bounds. And the official keeps on moving. He's going to mark this past the 30 at about the 31-yard line. So that's where Ross takes over with 2 minutes, 4 seconds to go till halftime. And again, Findlay on top, 14-0. The Ross offense has had a few big plays hit tonight, but they have been really hurting themselves with plenty of penalties in this first half. Caden Holmes, a freshman at quarterback, runs the offense here, looking deep off his back foot. And is it intercepted? Inbounds. They're going to say it's going to be grabbed by Parker Fetterman. What a job to stay inbounds, to get a foot in and to get that pick. Here's the replay. Let's take a look. Boy, it sure looks like he got a foot in at the 42-yard line. And of course, thank goodness in the high school game we don't have the lengthy delays of replay or replay officials like they do at the collegiate level and at the pro level. So they're going to mark it at the 40-yard line. So the Trojans get another chance here before the half comes to an end. Krupp will hand off. Gaines, big hitter. 50, 45, barreling over Little Giants all the way to the Fremont 40-yard line. Trojans have 2 timeouts in their pocket, of course. Clock will stop so the chains can set on this first down. Minute 50, and the official will signal now, go ahead and start it. Here's another hand. This is Eubanks, and he gets stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Clock will continue to wind here as we get down near 90 seconds left in our first half. Trojans in hurry up, 2nd down and 1. They'll give Eubanks again. Boy's hit, bounces forward. He should have the first down depending on the spot. Now it looks like they're not going to give him the spot. Boy, I thought he reached to the 30 or past it, but they don't give it to him. So the clock will continue to move here. 3rd down and short as we get near a minute to play in the half. Krupp calling for it. He'll take it himself around the corner. He'll get it, and a flag down, though this could be coming back. Holding offense. So a good designed play there by the Trojans. Would have had the first down, but a hold most likely made it happen. And we're at 55 seconds to go in our first half of play. So instead of being 1st and 10 inside the Fremont 25-yard line, it's going to be 3rd and 11 back at the 41 here. And the clock moving now. We're at 45 seconds and counting left. Krupp on 3rd and long, blitz coming, avoids it, downfield, into coverage, and it's going to be intercepted off the tip and around the 10-yard line. Ross has it back. Play still alive all the way across the field and ripped out of bounds, and that's going to be unnecessary roughness or a face mask on Findlay to aid Ross on the return of the interception. But we have just 27 seconds to go till halftime. So off the tip, the old tip drill, 2 defenders against 1, with Ross back there defending the Findlay pass play. And it's a horse collar tackle, which is called, and that's an automatic 15-yard penalty, and that'll march it 15 yards further ahead where the play came to an end. But again, just 27 seconds to go till halftime. So the ball going to be spotted at the 40-yard line, and Ross's offense is right back out there. Handoff for Bina, and now we're going to have a stoppage of play, and I think Ross took a timeout. They did, with 19 seconds to go in the half. A 2-touchdown advantage for Findlay on UF TV.
The LaRich family of dealerships is a proud sponsor of Findlay High School athletics. You'll find a great deal on all new and used vehicles at the LaRich family of dealerships. See the experts at LaRich Chevrolet Cadillac in downtown Findlay and Toyota Subaru on the corner next to Best Buy. Best of luck to both teams. As longtime supporters of Trojan Athletics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken would like to wish a safe and successful year to all Findlay athletics. Stop and see your friends at Lee's Chicken. Go Trojans!
Back at Donnell Stadium, you're watching Findlay High School football on UF TV. Just 19 seconds to go till the halftime break. It is a 2nd down and 8 here for the Ross Little Giants. Trying to make something happen here before the half comes to an end. They get a shot over the middle, complete, and into Trojan territory at the 49. Clock will stop momentarily. And Ross also going to take a timeout. I believe they have 1 remaining as we're down to 13 seconds to go in the half. Again, Trojans on top 14-0 on UF TV.
Taylor Auto Group. See the difference Taylor Auto Group has to offer with guaranteed credit approvals, 2,500 vehicles in inventory, and 0 down payment options. Taylor Auto Group, supporting FHS Athletics. Stone. Founded in 1903, the National Lime and Stone Company is today one of the major producers of crushed stone in the United States. For your construction needs, stop and see National Lime and Stone. Taylor.
Back with 13 seconds to go in the half. Ross with a 1st and 10. And they get it to the near side and still staying in bounds. And I think Fremont's going to have to probably spend their final timeout. They will, with 3 seconds to go in the half. So the player not able to get out of bounds. And Ross will spend their final timeout of the half, which is 3 seconds to go, probably setting up time for maybe a trick play, a Hail Mary down the field. They've got 46 yards to go, or 44 rather, with the ball at the Trojan 44-yard line against a 2-touchdown advantage for Findlay in this one tonight. And the Trojans doing it without starting quarterback number 6, Max Roth, whose night is done. He was carted out of the stadium here a few moments ago and favoring his right ankle or foot, and was out of his uniform, out of his pads. So we wish nothing but the best for Trojan number 6, Max Roth, the sophomore quarterback. But Garrett Krupp has done a decent job filling in for him since about halfway through the first period. And now with 3 seconds to go, we got a stoppage of play. Findlay will spend a timeout, so they have 1 now remaining. So we'll take a quick break and try to finish up the first half after this on UFTV.
The place to go for your eye care needs, Spectrum Eye Care, located at 15840 Medical Drive South, Suite A in Findlay, Ohio. Spectrum Eye Care focuses on outstanding eye care through innovation and compassion. Stop and see the tremendous staff at Spectrum Eye Care. Go Trojans! Valfilm is growing rapidly and offers great benefits and career opportunities here in Trojan Country. Located at 3441 North Main Street, Valfilm specializes in developing, manufacturing, and marketing flexible packaging. See our friends at Valfilm for your packaging needs.
Should be the final play of our first half here, as Holmes will let it go and get it caught down the middle at around the 22-yard line. And no flags on the field as the Trojans defend it well and don't prevent any sort of pitch or lateral or anything funny. And so the first half has come to an end. Again, we were delayed by 40 minutes due to some wet weather and some lightning in the region, but we have reached halftime here at Donnell Stadium here. First half gone. The marching bands will entertain the crowd that is left here at Donnell Stadium. Plenty of folks deciding, we're going to just stay dry the rest of the night, but a lot have stayed on for homecoming activities and festivities and to watch the Trojans take a 2-touchdown lead into halftime by a count of 14-0 over the Fremont Ross Little Giants. We'll take a break. We'll come back and look at some of the first half numbers. We'll get those official numbers and bring up some of those for you here and have you enjoy the halftime here with us here on UF TV.
As longtime supporters of Trojan Athletics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken would like to wish a safe and successful year to all Findlay athletics. Stop and see your friends at Lee's Chicken. Go Trojans!
I don't know, bud. You know that stuff? I'm all right now. I was wrong, man. There's a good.
Our next tune from Bon Jovi's Slippery When Wet album, it's their signature tune. Originally came out as a 45 RPM record. If you don't know what that is, kids, ask your grandparents. Later it got a lot of play on MTV though. Our drum major Tori gets a chance to show off her twirling skills. You know we're all just living on a prayer. It's time to feature our perfectionist precision percussionists. Whole band gets a chance to dance along with this one. As soon as we get lined up, you're going to enjoy the sounds of some heavy metal jam. How do you like our new drums out there?
Football coaches.
Thank you for your kind applause. We are the Fremont Ross Marching Little Giants.
Reminder, grab your Reineke 4 Kick for Cash tickets and your Reineke Honda Yeti raffle.
Ladies and gentlemen, Findlay High School is proud to present the 2019 Findlay Trojan Marching Band. The band is led onto the field this evening by Field Commanders Francesca Beorano, Ashley Claflin, and Shay Scalfaro. Tonight, the Trojan Marching Band will open with Beyonce's 2003 hit, Crazy in Love, which featured Jay-Z. Next, the band will perform I Got a Feeling, which spent 14 consecutive weeks atop the Billboard Hot 100, making it the longest running #1 single of 2009. 2014 hit, Uptown Funk. Trojan Marching Band closes this evening's performance with Katy Perry's 2013 hit, Dark Horse.
The athletic department would like to recognize our 2019 All-Ohio performances. The 2019 FHS boys tennis season was one for the record books. The Trojans went through the track regular season with a perfect 7-0 record in league play. The Trojans then won 4 out of 5 divisions at the track tournament to win the outright league title, the tennis team's first in the track era. The Trojans then capped an undefeated regular season by defeating Toledo St. John's, ending St. John's Jesuit run of 14 straight trips to advance to the state Final Four. The Trojans completed their season with a 21-1 record. Of the 21 wins, 15 were shutouts, which established another school record. Members of the Trojan tennis team include Drew Swisher, Max Hosey, Carson Dale, Logan Fishner, Andrew Gilgan, Blake Gray, Kevin Kuhn, and Mac Robertson. FHS is coached by head coach Sean Swisher and assistant coach John Kidd. Drew Swisher and Max Hosey teamed up to advance to the 2019 state tournament, FHS first pair to qualify since 1990. Along the way, Drew and Max won both the sectional and district tournaments without dropping a set. At the state tournament, the duo battled to win a 3-set match over Olentangy Liberty to advance to the quarterfinals. They then were upended by a pair from Mason in the quarterfinals. With the win at the state, Drew and Max garnered all Ohio honors. Jonah Smith is a senior captain for the wrestling team and has been instrumental in helping to keep the program at the high level that the community has grown to expect. Over his high school career, he has won 113 matches, which places him in the top 10 all time, and is currently tied for #1 in career Tech Falls, with his senior season to come. Jonah is also a 2-time track champion and earned runner-up in Greco-Roman wrestling for the state of Ohio. Jonah culminated his junior campaign with a 7th place finish at 138 and was recognized as the 2019 FHS Wrestling Wrestler of the Year. Congratulations, Jonah, on your All-Ohio honor. Swimming, the first of swimming and diving honorees is Gracie Smith. As a freshman, Gracie had a stellar year. She is the reigning Northwest District champion in both the 50 and 100 freestyle. She set a new school record in the 100 freestyle. At the Ohio State Championships, Gracie earned All-Ohio honors in both the 50 and 100 freestyle events and led off the girls' 200 free relay. Gracie, along with Taylor Stocker, Gabby Deal, and Megan Quaid, made up the relay that placed 16th at the Ohio State Championships this past February. At the district championship, these ladies set a new Findlay High School record of 1:37.54 en route to becoming the Northwest District champions. These same 4 ladies set a new school record in the 400 freestyle relay, breaking a record that was held for more than a decade. Taylor Stocker is currently a freshman studying marketing at the University of Cincinnati. At FHS, she was a member of the National Honor Society and was on the honor roll. Taylor was also captain of last year's team. Gabby Deal is a senior at Findlay High School and captain of this year's team. This past season, Gabby earned track honorable mention and all Northwest District honors in the 100 backstroke. Outside of the pool, Gabby works as a dietary assistant at Birch Haven. Megan Quaid is a senior and team captain at FHS. Last season, she overcame adversity after suffering a severe back injury that left her unable to practice the majority of the season. However, her determination to succeed and willingness to train hard allowed her to earn a spot on the girls' relays. At FHS, Megan is involved in Teen Institute, Team Leadership Corps, National Honor Society, and Junior Statesman of America. Parker Stocker is currently a sophomore at Findlay High School, where he is an honor roll student. Last season, Parker was the Northwest District and Three Rivers Athletic Competition.
Halftime activities continuing here at Donnell Stadium in Findlay. Jason Aldridge back as we look at some of the halftime numbers as we get ready to start the second half of play between Findlay and Fremont Ross. Total yards, Findlay with 179, Ross just 98. Passing yards, pretty close in that category. Findlay with 80 and Ross just 74. Rushing yards, Findlay dominating in that category, 117 to just 26 for the Little Giants. First downs, Findlay has 10, Fremont Ross with 7. Ross turned it over with those 2 interceptions. Findlay had the 1 interception off the deflection late in the first half. Time of possession, well, Findlay leading there, 13 minutes, 22 seconds to 10 minutes and 10 seconds for the Ross Little Giants. So those are some of the numbers from the first half here as we are now just a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half of play on homecoming night for the Findlay High School Trojans. And again, a reminder, Findlay Media Network, a student-run nonprofit news and entertainment organization at the University of Findlay, comprised of University of Findlay Television, UFTV, 88.3 WLFC, The Pulse newspaper, and public relations. FMN is able to provide an array of programming, production services, and hands-on experience for UF students because of the support from viewers and listeners like you. Appreciate you hanging with us during the 40-minute weather delay tonight. It was unlike a couple of weeks ago when we were here for the Trojans and Marysville and waited till 9:45 to kick off that night, and we were were here at the old yard till well after midnight. Not going to happen here tonight. It's actually, I was just outside of the press box a few moments ago, and it has actually cooled off quite a bit. Of course, the sun has obviously gone down. Rain has stopped completely, and a pretty nice night to play some football. Still a bit wet in some areas, but the Trojans are okay with it because right now they lead it by a count of 14-0 as we prepare for the start of the second half of play here at Donnell Stadium. Trojans right back at home next Friday night, welcoming in the Knights of Toledo St. Francis. You'll see that right here on UFTV and our YouTube channel next Friday night a bit before 7 o'clock. We hope, we pray to have one start on time. 2 home games in a row, that has not been the case. Early standings as far as the track goes, basically a 4-way tie for first and a 4-way tie for last. Only one game in the books. You've got Toledo Central Catholic, Whitmer, Clay, and St. Francis all at 1-0 in the track. Lima Senior, Toledo St. John's, the 2 teams here tonight, Ross and Findlay, all at 0-1. Lima Senior, Toledo St. John's, 2 up and 2 down. Ross and Findlay with identical records tonight. Of course, that'll change after tonight's matchup, both at 1-3. Central Catholic, Whitmer, and Clay. Clay, the surprise team of the track so far this season. All 3 of those schools are 4-0, and Toledo St. Francis is at 3-1. So again, next Friday night, we're right back here at Donnell for the Trojans and the Toledo St. Francis Knights. Second half now underway, and a squib kick, and that's a loose ball, and let's see who got it. It goes 10 yards, plus it went off a Ross defender or a receiver on the front team, and the Trojans like to think that they have it, and they do. Excuse me. So I think kind of an unplanned onside kick to start the second half of play for the Trojans. And again, they will be doing this without original starting quarterback number 6, Max Roth. He is done for the night. Trojans will go with number 14, Garrett Krupp at quarterback with a back behind him, and kind of a mishandled play there. And I think Krupp and Aiden Eubanks were not on the same page because that handoff did not look real clear. And a loss of 4, second down and 14 now for the Trojans. So after getting that huge break on the opening kickoff of the second half, Trojans unable to take advantage at least on the first play out of the gate. Clock ticking. They lose 4. Now past midfield at their own 49. 4 receivers total, and it will be a hand to Eubanks again this time, and Ross right there to defend him, and another loss on the play. Well, I can clearly see the number that time for Ross, number 32, Josh Adkins, a senior linebacker, right in there on Eubanks to bring him down for another loss, and it'll bring up third down and 14 now for Findlay. So the Trojans marching backwards after getting the ball to start the half in Ross territory. So Krupp on third and long. He has shown he can place the ball. Long ball here, has a man out there, and incomplete. Had a shot at it, did Ben Ireland in one-on-one coverage, but Ireland not able to reel it in. And the Trojans, after getting that muffed opening kickoff of the second half, not able to do anything with it and go 3 and out. Pat Dillon on to punt it away for Findlay. And again, Ross will send 2 deep, hovering it around the 10-yard line. Dillon gets it away, going to hit at about the 20, and roll for the Trojans inside the 10, down at about the 8. That's exactly what they wanted, and they get what they wanted off the punt from number 15, Pat Dillon. So our first look at the Ross Little Giant offense here for the second half. Again, Findlay on top, 14-0, looking to even their track mark at 1 up and 1 down and send Ross to an 0-2 start. And, of course, looking for their second overall win as they won here 2 weeks ago in that 2-hour, 45-minute delayed start with the Marysville Monarchs. Trojans victorious in that one. So here's Ross deep in their own territory officially to start this drive at the 7-yard line with the freshman quarterback, Caden Holmes. Holmes will call his own number, look to get out of trouble, trying to dart back, and he's going to be brought down at about the 6. So he'll lose a yard and bring up 2nd down and 11 from deep and the shadow of their own goalposts. Boy, and if you're Findlay's defense here, you got to be licking your chops. As we played 2 minutes here so far in this third period of play. And the Trojans with a 2-touchdown advantage. Holmes with his feet on his goal line to take the shotgun snap. Quick throw out of there and a little bit too far and incomplete. Looked like number 9, Brandon, was the intended receiver. Carson Brandon not able to get a hand on it, and it brings up 3rd and 11. .9:43 to go here in the third quarter. Holmes awaits the snap, now in his own end zone. Gets out of trouble initially, fires downfield and nearly intercepted and almost nearly caught out and around the 25-yard line by one of the waning Little Giant receivers. It looked like it was number 15, Xavier Urbina, who had a shot at it after it was tipped back toward the inside of the field. But he wasn't able to reel it in. And now a huge challenge for the Ross punter here. He's been punting low line drives pretty much most of the night. He's about 8 yards deep. Got to be a good snap here. Movement up front. It's a low snap. He does scoop it up and does get it away. And it's a low kick and going to be let go again. And actually not too bad. All things considered, it'll be downed right about at the capital F on the midfield stripe. So that's where the Trojans will take over. 1st down and 10. Second possession of the night here early on third quarter. And a 14-0 advantage for Findlay High here on homecoming. Again, want to say congratulations to King, Harrison Haw, and homecoming queen, Madison Berry. Here's the Trojan backup quarterback in for the injured number 6, Max Roth. It is number 14, Garrett Krupp. And it'll be Krupp calling his no number, sneaks around the outside, and gets a good gain of about 8 or 9. They're going to mark him down at about the 42, give him 8. 2nd down and 2 upcoming. Trojans and head coach Mark Ritzler looking to go 1-1 in track play, 2-3 overall. They get a touchdown in the first, a touchdown in the second, maybe looking for a few more here in the third. 3 wideouts come near side. You've got 1 to the far side and 1 tailback next to Krupp. And Krupp going to call his own number, pretty much the same play. Gets down the sideline over on the Ross sideline and is going to get up and get knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line. I thought he got a little farther than that, but they're going to mark him out at the 3rd down, and that'll be a 1st and 10 for Findlay. Trojans not much of a huddle. They get right to the line here. 2 receivers near side, 1 on the far side. Looks like double tight end formation here. It is. As we see Moses Gaines now come to the right hip of Garrett Krupp. And Moses will get it. Flag on the play. He's grabbed and then thrown down hard near the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of a yard. Let's see what the penalty is. It's a chop block on the offense. So wipe out that play, and I believe Yeah, this is a 15-yard penalty. I was thinking it was 10 or 15, and the Trojans are going to be back right where this drive started, right near midfield, actually just across it at the Ross 49. 8.5 to play, third quarter, a 2-touchdown advantage for Findlay here on Homecoming 2019. Again, delayed by 40 minutes due to heavy rains and a bit of lightning. Personally, I didn't see any, but they did literally seconds before we were set to kick it away. 1st and 25. Krupp going to let it go, and it goes harmlessly to the Donnell turf and incomplete. Looked like the nearest one as far as a receiver for the Trojans out there was number 9, Ben Ireland. So Findlay will try it again here on 2nd and forever with 8:06 to play here in the third. Krupp to throw, long ball, one-on-one coverage, and it's going to float out of bounds, so nobody had a chance at that one. But again, that's what Findlay's been looking for all night long with the passing game, that one-on-one coverage instead of the zone coverage by the Ross Little Giants, and they've hit on a few tonight. But not that time, and 3rd and 25 upcoming for Findlay. Not a whole lot in the playbook for 3rd and 25. But let's see what the Trojans come up with here with exactly 8 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 2 wideouts near side, 1 on the far side. Double tight end formation again. 1 back along with Krupp in the offensive backfield. Here comes the rush. Gets rid of it, gains, but he's going to be grabbed and thrown down right near midfield. Great play by the Fremont defense there. And it was a nice design play to beat the rush, but Ross still had men back in order to stop that play, and the Trojans will be forced to kick it away again here in the third period. Let's see if Pat Dillon can get rid of another doozy here. High snap, rush coming in, gets rid of it. And fair catch is going to be muffed. And then stopped right there, I believe. I think once the fair catch signal is made, even though it is a muff, they will stop the play. And it is recovered by Ross, so the Little Giants will keep the possession. So again, they want to prevent any sort of injury from happening on a play like that. So the Ross offense about to come back out. 1st and 10, again deep in their own territory thanks to the toe of Pat Dillon, this time from their own 13-yard line. 7:19 to go, third quarter here at Donnell on Homecoming for the Trojans tonight. Holmes sets up in the shotgun again. He'll hand, and not much doing off left tackle, and a lot of pushing and shoving after the play as well, especially by the wide receiver and the corner over here on the near side, but the officials let him go. It'll be a loss of 1, actually, off left tackle, so it'll be 2nd down and 11. Well, Ross taking their time this time around, under 10 on the play clock here, and they're just getting set. Holmes, here's a reverse pitch, and not going to get much. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, so the Trojans not fooled, thanks to number 39, Brandon Hamilton, staying at home for that Trojan defense. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 12 from the 11 for the Ross Little Giants as we near 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Again, Trojans on top, 14-0. Holmes will fire. And caught. And spinning away, and boy, just falling down. Maybe slipped a little bit on the turf. Number 3, Spencer Price, comes up with a huge play for Ross to get it out past or right at midfield. Boy, what a grab there by Price. Here's the replay as you see. Downfield, in between two Trojan defenders. Price makes a nice play to keep the drive alive for Ross. They go to the short passing game again and up to the Findlay 45-yard line, stopped right there. So a gain of about 5 on that pass play. Big gainer on the play before to get it in Trojan territory. They're going to officially mark it at the 44. So a gain of 6, second down 4 now for the Little Giants. Holmes gets the snap, steps up, fires over the middle, had a man there, but couldn't corral it in. So incomplete, stops the clock, brings up third down and 4. 5:04 to go in the third. And if you're Ross, you really want to keep this drive going to try and keep your hopes alive to get this back down to a one-score game again here midway through the third. Caden Holmes has a man in motion, calls his own number, and he is going to be buried. Dropped right there. Once again, active all night long is number 21, Aiden Eubanks. And it appears Ross is going to bring out the special teams unit and punt it away. I thought maybe they would think about going for it here, but going to show punt formation here on 4th down and 5 from the Findlay 45-yard line. Snap back, no rush. And again, a line drive kick. And is that going to be down? Did he take it into the end zone? Let's see where they mark it. It is a touchback. So an excellent effort, but not able to down it. Inside the 5, Trojans get the football back here, and they'll have it at the 20-yard line. 4:22 to go here in the third on UF TV.
As longtime supporters of Trojan Athletics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken would like to wish a safe and successful year to all Findlay athletics. Stop and see your friends at Lee's Chicken. Go Trojans! Ohio Logistics. With over 5 million square foot of state-of-the-art warehouse space and 400 associates serving 7 states, Ohio Logistics provides all of the assets and operational support necessary to meet your most sophisticated logistics requirements. Ohio Logistics is the smart move. Go Trojans!
A reverse to Isaiah Moore. And as a result of the play, we have a downed Ross Little Giant on the near side here. Moore not able to get much. Actually, he lost 5 yards back at around the 15-yard line, and it looks like number 15, Xavier Urbina, is the one that is down on the ground and injured right now for the Ross Little Giants. So we'll take another break. You're watching Findlay High School Trojan football on UF TV.
National Lime & Stone. Founded in 1903, the National Lime & Stone Company is today one of the major producers of crushed stone in the United States. For your construction needs, stop and see National Lime & Stone. The LaRich family of dealerships is a proud sponsor of Findlay High School athletics. You'll find a great deal on all new and used vehicles at the LaRich family of dealerships. See the experts at LaRich Chevrolet Cadillac in downtown Findlay and Toyota Subaru on the corner next to Best Buy. Best of luck to both teams.
Back at Donnell Stadium, Jason Aldrich on the call tonight, and the injured Ross Little Giant, Xavier Urbina, able to walk off under his own power. And we get back to live action here for the Trojan offense. 2nd down 15 from their own 15. Krupp in the flat. Ireland comes back to make the grab and muscle it up near the 25-yard line. So gets some yardage back after the previous play, the loss on the play by Isaiah Moore. And we've got another stoppage of play here on the near sideline. Possibly a cramp up here by one of the Trojan players. Right in front. And it's actually it's Ireland who made the catch. And maybe got fallen on awkwardly as he is helped off by the training staff after making that catch. And again, they pile on you. And maybe that's what happened to Ben there on that play. So he is taken to the sidelines very gingerly. And we'll get back to live action here. 3rd down and 5 for the Trojans now from the 25-yard line. As Garrett Krupp continues at quarterback in for the injured Max Roth. Krupp gets it, fakes over the middle, caught. What a catch. Parker Fetterman had to reach behind him as he leaned forward and made the grab and picked up the 1st down yardage for Findlay and keeps the drive alive. Clocks will move here once they get the chain set. As we get down to 3.5 to play here in quarter number 3. Handoff, left side. Nice sprint move to the left by Eubanks. Gets positive yardage up to around the 43-yard line as the Trojans continue to inch near midfield. And again, a 2-touchdown advantage here for Findlay, trying to even their track record at 1-1. With a win here tonight on homecoming at Donnell Stadium. Krupp calling for it. Eubanks again. Not going to get much this time. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. 43, no, they do give him 1 up to the 44. So it'll bring up 3rd and about 5. 2:45 and counting left, 3rd quarter. Trojans break the huddle, about 15 left on the play clock. Krupp in the flat. Boy, contact with the receiver, Isaiah Moore. I don't see a flag. And it's going to be 4th down, and the Trojans will be forced to punt it away again. As Dillon will move from his tight end position on offense back to punter. As the Trojans unable to convert on the 3rd down and short pass play. Dillon gets rid of it, and it's going to be muffed, and that ball is loose, and still loose, and still loose, and I believe finally scooped up by the Trojans at around the 31-yard line. So the Ross receiver tried to make a running catch at it. As we watch the replay, and then a mad dash for it, nothing but blue jerseys around it, and it looks like Moses Gaines, number 20, able to fall on it for Findlay. So another huge break for the Trojans here, late 3rd, and a chance to go up 3 scores here on the Ross Little Giants. And good to see number 9, Ben Ireland, back out there as he was banged up a few plays earlier. So here's the Trojan offense from the 33, fake to Gaines, over the middle, too high, and it's picked off by Ross. So the Trojans give it right back, and a flag comes in late. My, oh my. So an overthrow into the Ross secondary, and they intercept it. The exact play, or the very next play after they muffed a punt and gave it back to the Trojans in Fremont territory. So we wait on the Fremont offense to come out here after the penalty on the return of the interception. The Little Giants are going to be way back deep in their own territory. Seems like they've been there all night long so far in this one. They're going to mark it at the 10. 2:01 to go in our third quarter. Well, the Trojans give it right back to the visitors. They've got 90 yards to go to get it to a one-score game. Holmes in his own end zone. Here comes the rush. Gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. Had a man wide open and not able to pull it in. Boy, that was a nice play out of his own end zone. Caden Holmes put the ball right where the receiver had a chance to get it. He couldn't come up with it. Maybe a bit of a wet ball, wet field out there tonight. Really no rain since late in or really about halftime. It stopped. Second down and 10. Here's a hand. And running backwards. He better just go down. And he does, back at around the 4-yard line. Well, he tried to change direction on the play, the way the play was designed. And, boy, when your blockers aren't set up to do that and you don't have the speed to get out of there, you are in deep trouble, especially back in the shadow of your own goalpost. And that's where Ross is once again with a 3rd and 17 all the way back at their own 3. So a huge challenge for the Fremont freshman quarterback again. Stands in, picked off, intercepted, Fetterman to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. From about 15 yards out, Fetterman, the pick 6, and the Trojan defense on the board to make it 20-0. So 20-0 with 1:04 to go, thanks to the Trojan defense. Well, it was bend or break, and the Trojan offense had been sputtering here in the second half, and the defense gives them a huge boost. Here comes the PAT try for Justin Wilcox. Plenty of leg, and he missed it. Pulled it left. 20-0 Trojans over Fremont Ross, late third on UF TV.
Valfilm is growing rapidly and offers great benefits and career opportunities here in Trojan Country. Located at 3441 North Main Street, Valfilm specializes in developing, manufacturing, and marketing flexible packaging. See our friends at Valfilm for your packaging needs. Taylor Auto Group. See the difference Taylor Auto Group has to offer with guaranteed credit approvals, 2,500 vehicles in inventory, and 0 down payment options. Taylor Auto Group, supporting FHS Athletics.
FMN is possible because of you. Go to fmn.findlay.edu to find more information about the Findlay Media Network. Of course, coverage of all sorts of University of Findlay Oiler sports, and on Friday nights here during the high school football season, we are at Donnell Stadium for all Findlay High Trojan home football games, and the Trojan defense has just put a pick 6 on the board. The PAT no good, so it's Findlay 20 and Fremont Ross nothing. Here with about a minute to go in the third, and another muffed kickoff return, and a nice job of the Trojans to get down there quickly, but Ross is able to keep the possession at around the 35-yard line. So now 1:02 left here in the third. Again, still a pretty good crowd hanging around to see this one through after the 40-minute weather, lightning, and heavy rain delay we had to delay this start till about 7:40 tonight. As we see the Fremont offense back out on the field once again. Cyrus LeGroux number 1, a lefty, takes over and tries his first pass of the night, incomplete for number 8, Dion Bradley. So the Little Giants trying to shake things up here and put in Cyrus LeGroux, a senior, at quarterback, wearing number 1, replacing the freshman, number 11, Caden Holmes. And again, commenting on the Ross uniforms tonight, basically a whiteout, if you will, all white with the purple lettering and trim and even those white numbers on white shirts. Very tough to make out. 2nd down and 10 for LeGroux and the Fremont offense. Nice burst through the line here across the 40 up to the 42. Number 3, Spencer Price on the carry. Toting the rock that time for the Little Giants. Gets 7, brings up 3rd down and 3. Final 30 seconds or so left here in this 3rd quarter. LeGroux with 2 men on either side will give, and trouble again. And the Trojan defense sniffs it out. Guess who? Number 21, Aiden Eubanks, once again on the stop. And that will most likely bring us to the end of period number 3. Final 15 seconds ticking off. I don't think Ross is going to get a snap off here to punt it away before the end of the period. End of 3 here at Donnell tonight. Findlay High 20, Fremont Ross nothing on UF TV.
Ohio Logistics. With over 5 million square foot of state-of-the-art warehouse space and 400 associates serving 7 states, Ohio Logistics provides all of the assets and operational support necessary to meet your most sophisticated logistics requirements. Ohio Logistics is the smart move. Go Trojans! The place to go for your eye care needs, Spectrum Eye Care, located at 15840 Medical Drive South, Suite A in Findlay, Ohio. Spectrum Eye Care focuses on outstanding eye care through innovation and compassion. Stop and see the tremendous staff at Spectrum Eye Care. Go Trojans!
Back at Donnell Stadium, Jason Aldrich on the call tonight along with our UF TV crew here. Friday Night Lights, high school football, and it's 4th and 10 for the Ross Little Giants with the Trojans on top of Fremont, 20-0, and the Ross team will punt it away and give it back to the Trojans. A little bit of pressure, and the punt is away. And Moore will make a fair catch for Findlay back at around the 32 or 3 yard line, and that's where the Trojans will take over on offense here, just underway in this final period of play. And boy, the way the Ross offense has struggled tonight, and of course Findlay, their late 3rd quarter, gets a defensive score. You just kind of think that Ross might not have enough to mount any sort of comeback. And down 3 full scores here, 20-0. And the Trojans now with the football to start the final period of play. And again, it's been Garrett Krupp keeping the offense moving in the absence of Max Roth, out with an injury halfway through the 2nd period. And Krupp gets buried back at around the 25-yard line. So a loss of 8, 2nd down, 18. Total offensive yard numbers through 3 quarters of play. Trojans 212, Ross 132.
Yeah, we did. You did? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Screen pass out to the near side. And look at Moore get free. Still on his feet. He could turn this into a big one. Isaiah Moore down the sidelines. Touchdown, Findlay. 75 yards. Isaiah Moore turns on the Jets. So credit Krupp with a 75-yard touchdown pass as you see the replay. And Wilcox trying to make it 27-0. Missed his last one, and a flag here as it is signaled good, but let's hold the phone here before we take a break and see what this penalty is. If it's on Ross, I would assume the Trojans will take the point and take the penalty on the kickoff. And that appears that is going to be the case. So 26-0 Trojans on UF TV.
The LaRich family of dealerships is a proud sponsor of Findlay High School athletics. You'll find a great deal on all new and used vehicles at the LaRich family of dealerships. See the experts at LaRich Chevrolet Cadillac in downtown Findlay and Toyota Subaru on the corner next to Best Buy. Best of luck to both teams. As longtime supporters of Trojan athletics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken would like to wish a safe and successful year to all Findlay athletics. Stop and see your friends at Lee's Chicken. Go Trojans!
University of Findlay Athletics and Findlay Trojan footballs on Friday nights, produced by UF TV for your viewing pleasure. Find us at fmn.findlay.edu or on our YouTube channel, which you're watching this on tonight. Just look up in YouTube UF TV Productions. Subscribe to it like I do, and you've got access to all of the UF TV productions on YouTube. The Trojans get an exciting play from the offense for once tonight. Isaiah Moore takes it to the house, a 75-yard basically screen pass from one side of the field to the other from the arm of Garrett Krupp. PAT good, and now the Trojans well in command with nearly a minute gone by in this final period, up 27-0 on the Ross Little Giants. Kick goes into the end zone after the penalty as Dillon kicked that away from the Ross 45-yard line, so a chip shot for him to get it into the end zone from there. And it's an automatic touchback for the Ross Little Giants. 11:02 to play in regulation, and the Trojans up comfortably here, 27-0. Here at Donnell Stadium, where a lot of the rain has soaked into the track, soaked into the artificial turf, and soaked into the seats here below us and on the visitor side as well. Well, Cyrus LeGroux will stay in at quarterback here for the Little Giants. Look to get rid of it with the left hand. Does in the flat. Caught coming back to the football at around the 22-yard line. And number 19 that time, Darian Ayers with the catch. And he'll get about 3 to make it 2nd down and 7. LeGroux, high snap. They fumble it. It's on the ground. And I think initially Ross has fallen on it. They have. One of the big offensive linemen able to be aware that ball hit the turf and falls on it, keeps the possession. Actually, I think they get a yard out of it and brings up 3rd down and 6 up to the 24-yard line. LeGroux looking, pressure coming, running, fires, and is it caught? I believe it is, up near the 38-yard line. Nope, they rule it incomplete. Well, I thought he made the catch and stayed in bounds, but apparently not. And it'll be another 3 and out for the Ross Little Giants, and they'll be punting it away. 10:01 to go in this one. Kick away, good high pressure by Sam Wyrock getting in there, almost got it. And now we got some rough stuff and back near where the snap happened, and flags flying here. This could be offsetting. Let's see what they call. We'll sort out the penalty here. Personal foul on Ross, personal foul on Findlay. So basically all that does is cancel out each other, and we take it where the ball ended up. 9:51 to go, and a 27-0 advantage for the Findlay High Trojans, trying to cap off a successful homecoming. It started a bit soggy as it started to pour, and somebody saw some lightning literally seconds before kickoff tonight and delayed us for about 40 minutes before we got this one underway tonight. Second half, though, has been cool, a bit breezy, very nice football weather here for late September in Northwest Ohio. Trojan offense back out here. They'll take over at the 40-yard line, and it will remain Garrett Krupp, number 14, at quarterback for the Trojans. And if you're Findlay now, you're probably thinking run the ball, run the clock. And it'll be Krupp. Ball fake, gets something out of nothing up to the 41, so he'll get one officially. And bring up second down and 9. And again, Findlay does not have to be in any sort of hurry here at all. Just now breaking the huddle, 15 on the play clock. Let's see if they let it burn here. Second down and 9. Krupp will send a man in motion near side, and he'll give to Gaines up the middle and just tripped up. Otherwise, he might have taken that one to the house. Moses Gaines with a burst of speed into Fremont territory at the 43-yard line before he's tripped up right there. Findlay band, Findlay cheerleaders getting into it here on homecoming. First down, reset the chains, reset the offense here in Fremont territory. Plenty of time still left on the play clock here for Krupp in the offense. Will call his own number, get hit, and go down near the line of scrimmage, right around the 43-yard line. Good pursuit and good job of staying at home that time for Fremont. Defensively, the guys up front not fooled on the ball fake by the Findlay quarterback. As we near 8 minutes to play in regulation. Again, Trojans up a comfortable 27-0 advantage. And a second down, actually they pushed him back a yard. I thought they initially marked him right at the line of scrimmage. So it's back to the 44 with a second down and 11. And it's going to be a hand. Gaines gets across the 40, and they'll mark him down right there. When the game comes to an end, we'll take a break, come back, and give you the final statistical numbers as quickly as we can, and look ahead to another Friday night, next Friday night of Findlay Trojan football here on UFTV, with Toledo St. Francis coming to Donnell. Next Friday night, it'll be October already. 3rd and 7. Whoa, a pass into the Findlay bench by Krupp. Really don't know why they even called that play, because now you stop the clock with 7:14 to go. And that was well above the intended receiver, number 1, Isaiah Moore. It was similar to the play he scored on earlier in the period, where they kind of screened it to the near side out to him. And he took it the distance from 75 yards out. Now the Trojans might take a delay, maybe call a timeout or take a penalty here. Play clock down to 1, and they let it expire. And did they throw a flag? It is a delay on the Trojans, so that'll march them back 5, and that'll give Dillon a little more room to plant the punt here. Let's see what happens as they mark it back at the 45-yard line. Clock will stop once the ball is snapped. Oh, it's blocked. Ross got a block and picked up, and this can be run back and alertly taken down at the 34-yard line. So on a night where not a whole lot has gone right for the visitors, they get a special teams block on Pat Dillon's punt and set themselves up with excellent field position. And that'll set them up at the 33-yard line of Findlay off the blocked punt. 7:05 to go in the contest. Findlay up 27-0, and here's Ross with a golden opportunity here with LeGroux at quarterback. Pressure coming over the middle. It's picked off. Trojans running it back. It's Eubanks. He could go. He will. The second pick six of the night. This one, 65 yards. Aiden Eubanks, there you see him return it on the replay. Again, we'll estimate it about 65 yards back the other way, and it's 33-0 Trojans. So just as Ross got a huge break, a blocked punt, the exact next play later, a pick six for the Trojans, their second of the night. Point after, we got whistles, we got flags. Hold the phone. So we'll sort this out. Looks like it's on Ross. Well, I'm kind of surprised the Trojans, as they get it up closer, would maybe try and go for two and make this an even 35-0, but they'll keep the kick team out here and try the point after, and it is good. 34-0 Findlay. 6:51 to play on UF TV.
Taylor Auto Group. See the difference Taylor Auto Group has to offer with guaranteed credit approvals, 2,500 vehicles in inventory, and 0 down payment options. Taylor Auto Group, supporting FHS Athletics. National Lime & Stone, founded in 1903. The National Lime & Stone Company is today one of the major producers of crushed stone in the United States. For your construction needs, stop and see National Lime & Stone.
Back at Donnell Stadium, watch UF TV on YouTube. Look up UF TV Productions as we give you the Findlay High home football games each and every Friday night during this 2019 campaign. Jason Aldrich, my name, along with the UF TV crew here on site tonight. 34-0 all Findlay in this one, as they have not one but two pick sixes, interception returns for touchdowns here in the second half tonight. One by Fetterman and the latest by Eubanks to make it 34-0. Findlay having a successful homecoming 2019. Dillon set to kick it away. Low line drive, going to scoop off the turf and be picked up at the 15-yard line and across the 25 up near the 28 or 29-yard line, returned by the Little Giants there. 6:34 left in this one. And barring a miracle comeback here, Findlay is going to improve to 1-1 in the track and 2-3 overall. Ross will fall to 0-2 in track play and 1-4 overall. Well, the Ross offense trots out here with the ball at the 27-yard line. Actually make it the 28. LeGroux back in the gun, looking to throw again. Over the middle, and has a man out there, and out near midfield, brought down. Nice streak play there. Looked like number 9, Brandon. Carson Brandon able to reel it in and get Ross right up to the midfield stripe. There's the replay as Carson Brandon, well, number 3, check that. Spencer Price on the pitch and catch. And now a loose ball, and it's going to be ruled incomplete out near the 40-yard line, and looks like one of the Ross players maybe a bit shaken up. Number 22, Anthony Van. Well, he got hit hard there, as you see on the replay. And Van going to try and trot off quickly here, and he does. Oh, 2nd down and 10. LeGroux finds a man, middle of the field, turning on some speed, running over some Findlay players. Nice effort there, and gets it all the way up to the Trojan 31-yard line. And it's number 3, Spencer Price, once again. As we're under 5 minutes left, and Ross desperately trying to get on the board and avoid the goose egg tonight. LeGroux lets it go. A couple of men out there, and I believe it is caught at the 9-yard line. A diving catch made, as he had a couple of different players to choose from, and a nice diving catch falling down at the 9-yard line. Number 9, Carson Brandon. So the most serious threat of the night here. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 9 for the Ross Little Giants, trailing 34-0 here to Findlay. But again, trying to avoid the shutout. And it's going to be a handoff and nothing doing there. They're going to blow that play dead at about the 8-yard line, so maybe 1, and that's it. And again, because of those white-on-white numbers, I think the only way I'm going to see is if I can see via our TV monitor here sitting right next to me in the booth, if we get some sort of close-up. Thank you for that view, guys. LeGroux over the middle, and it goes incomplete. And I believe it was Price who's been there do it all back all night long, and especially on this drive to set him up here. But it goes incomplete to him, and it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 8. And clock will stop off the incompletion. Nope, it keeps running because we are at the 30-point plateau. Nearly forgot about that rule. Second half, if the team is up 30 or more, the clock does not stop. Other than a timeout or an injury or the official tells you to. Throw to the end zone, and incomplete. So again, the clock will continue to run despite the incompletion because of the 34-point spread here in the second half. So decision time for Ross. I would assume they would go for the touchdown here on 4th and goal from the 8. And again, we are in a running clock situation here with a team up 30 in the second half. LeGroux, 4th and goal for the Ross offense here. Trying it again over the middle, off his receiver's hands, and they're going to call an interference call here, I believe, on Findlay. And again, that clock continues to move despite the incompletion and despite the penalty because of the 30-plus point rule. But we'll have the call here. And now the official tells him to stop the clock with 2:07 to play, and now tells him to start it up again. So 1st and goal from the 3 here. LeGroux hit hard and brought down back at around the 12-yard line. And again, if Ross wants to get in the end zone, they got to be in hurry-up mode here because that clock is going to continue to tick. Look at the replay and the blindside sack by the Trojans. And now we got a stoppage and a timeout called. 1:46 to play. Ross trying to get on the board before it ends, down 34-0 on UF TV.
The place to go for your eye care needs, Spectrum Eye Care, located at 15840 Medical Drive South, Suite A in Findlay, Ohio. Spectrum Eye Care focuses on outstanding eye care through innovation and compassion. Stop and see the tremendous staff at Spectrum Eye Care. Go Trojans! Valfilm is growing rapidly and offers great benefits and career opportunities here in Trojan Country. Located at 3441 North Main Street, Valfilm specializes in developing, manufacturing, and marketing flexible packaging. See our friends at Valfilm for your packaging needs.
Back at Donnell Stadium off the timeout. We're down to 1:46 to go. Clock stopped because of the timeout called, but the official will signal it to start here momentarily, and there's the signal. And it is, Findlay football here, 1st and 10 from the 12. And again, the Trojans don't have to be in any sort of hurry here at all. And they're just going to kneel down as Krupp will take the ball and kneel down and lose a yard to be 2nd down and 11. And if Findlay times this out correctly, they should be able to just down it and end this game here, unless Fremont would want to call one of their 2 remaining timeouts, but it's 34-0. The game is over. We were delayed. We're after 10 o'clock at night here now, and the Trojans just going to burn this clock here and go to a knee. Krupp, with a man protecting the goal line behind him, takes it and loses another yard to bring up 3rd down and 12. And the Trojans will have to snap it one more time, but that will be it then, as there's about an 8-second differential between play clock and game clock. And once they get it under 25, they can go ahead and snap it now, and the game will be over. Krupp under center. He'll wait a few seconds here. He'll snap it, go to a knee, lose another yard, and that will be that. Final few seconds will tick off here, and the Findlay Trojans get the lead above 30 and get it into a running clock situation here in the 4th quarter, and they defeat the Fremont Ross Little Giants here at Donnell Stadium tonight by a final of 34-0. The teams will shake hands. We will take a break, and we will come back and get you the final numbers as quickly as we can here on UF TV.
As longtime supporters of Trojan Athletics, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken would like to wish a safe and successful year to all Findlay athletics. Stop and see your friends at Lee's Chicken. Go Trojans! Ohio Logistics. With over 5 million square foot of state-of-the-art warehouse space and 400 associates serving 7 states, Ohio Logistics provides all of the assets and operational support necessary to meet your most sophisticated logistics requirements. Ohio Logistics is the smart move. Go Trojans! The place to go for your eye care needs, Spectrum Eye Care, located at 15840 Medical Drive South, Suite A in Findlay, Ohio. Spectrum Eye Care focuses on outstanding eye care through innovation and compassion. Stop and see the tremendous staff at Spectrum Eye Care. Go Trojans!
Again, here at Donnell Stadium tonight, you're watching Findlay High School football on UFTV. As we wrap it up in our postgame show here, we're compiling the final statistical numbers here for you. While we're doing that, we'll get those for you here up on the screen in just a moment. Let's recap all of the scoring in this one. It started with 8:32 to go, first period, where Garrett Krupp came in for Max Roth, who had lost his helmet on the previous play. That would be a sign of things to come, actually, for Krupp and both Roth in this football game for the Findlay Trojans. And Krupp would call his own number coming in for Roth. A 5-yard touchdown run, PAT good. Findlay up 7-0. That was our score at the end of one period of play. Then it would be Krupp taping over the rest of the game for Roth, who would go out with a leg or foot injury. He would not return, as we get the final numbers up on the screen for you here. But Krupp would throw a 34-yard touchdown pass to Ben Ireland with 7:56 to go in the second quarter. PAT good. Findlay up 14-0 at the half. Then in the second half, it was the Findlay Trojan defense coming to life. Late third quarter, it was Fetterman with a 15-yard interception return for a touchdown. The point after was not good, so Findlay was up 20-0 after 3. And then 2 scores in the fourth. Isaiah Moore, an electric 75-yard touchdown catch and run, pass from Krupp near the line of scrimmage, and then he took it the whole way. Point after good, Findlay up 27-0. Then with 6:51 to go, another pick six as Aiden Eubanks all over the field tonight on both sides of the football for Findlay High. He took one 65 yards the other way, an interception return for a touchdown, point after good, and that made the score 34-0. Of course, we went to the running clock situation with a team up 30 or more in the second half. That's how the game finished out. Ross had a chance at the very end. Not able to do it, though, and score and wipe off the goose egg, and Findlay gets the shutout tonight, 34-0. There's your final numbers, total yards. Findlay 294, Ross 201. Passing yards, Findlay 171. Ross did outpass them in yardage, 186. Rushing yards, Trojans dominated, 141 to just 74 for the Little Giants. First downs, pretty even. Findlay with 14, Ross with 13. Turnovers, Ross had 2 of them, Findlay had 1. And time of possession, pretty close. Actually, Ross had the ball a little bit more than Findlay, but of course Findlay have the 2 defensive scores. Ross with 23 minutes, 26 seconds with the football. Findlay 22 minutes and 57 seconds with the football. So the Trojans improved to 1-1 in track play, 2-3 overall. Ross falls to 0-2 within the track, and 1-4 overall. Ross next week will take on Toledo St. John's. The Trojans will take on Toledo St. Francis right here at Donnell next Friday night. We will hope for a 7 o'clock start. We were delayed by rain for the second straight home game this week. Not a huge delay, 40 minutes as compared to 2 hours and 45 minutes a couple of weeks ago. So the Trojans win it here tonight, 34-0 on homecoming over the Ross Little Giants. Findlay Media Network, a student-run, nonprofit news and entertainment organization at the University of Findlay, comprised of University of Findlay Television, 88.3 WLFC, the Pulse newspaper, and public relations. FMN is able to provide an array of programming, production services, and hands-on experiences for University of Findlay students because of the support from viewers and listeners like you. Thanks for checking out our special bonus coverage of high school football. We'll do it again with you next Friday night here at Donnell Stadium as the Trojans take on the Toledo St. Francis Knights. Of course, UFTV, your home for all Findlay Oiler sports. We've got you covered. Events on campus as well. And thanks for watching on our YouTube stream here tonight. For our entire UFTV crew, I'm Jason Aldrich. Final score with high school football tonight from Donnell Stadium. The Findlay Trojans shut out the Fremont Ross Little Giants 34-0. Good night, everyone.